It's taken me almost 3 years and some amazingly clever new innovations to finally bring active ingredients back into my skincare. So if, like me, you struggle with sensitive or just unpredictable skin, then this video will show you what can really work for your skin. Hello lovely people, welcome to my YouTube channel, Hey Spring Chicken. My name is Cordelia, and if you're a returning viewer, it's really good to have you back. And if you're new here, welcome. On this channel we cover all things beauty and skincare, particularly for the mature lady. And today's topic is especially for those of us who have had to tiptoe through skincare. You know, the kind that stings when you put on the wrong serum, it goes red for no reason, or just feels tight and unpredictable. Then you know how hard it is to trust new products. I've been there. I couldn't use a single active or live ingredient, not even a vitamin C. I remember the exact day I realized I couldn't use any of it. So what has happened is all of my anti-aging products are now out the window. I can't use hyaluronic acid. I can't use my vitamin C. I can't use anything that I would normally use to hydrate my skin, because if I do, this happens. You may have seen a recent film that I did called Dirty Secrets, in which we looked at needle movers, and by that I mean devices and products that actually move the youth needle on your skin. And right at the end I said, we're not going to be looking at skincare. This will be a video in its own right, and this is what we're doing today. So although we're looking at products that will work on your sensitive skin, we're looking at ingredients that actually move the youth needle, and they have been scientifically proven to do just that. So in this video we will be looking at peptides, hyaluronic acid and vitamin C, and until very recently I was not able to wear any of them, particularly the vitamin C. But because of the innovations that have happened over the last few years, I have now been able to introduce the very best ingredients that I can onto my skin with careful layering. And whilst I do adore my Korean skincare, and you'll hear me talk a lot about fermented essences and beautiful calming layers, these 3 ingredients are the foundation under all of it, and that is what we are going to do today. Let's start with the very first ingredient that I reintroduced to my skin, and that was peptides, the gentle messengers. Now, these are little chains of amino acids that tell your skin to firm up, repair itself, and really boost your collagen, but it's quietly, without the drama of tingling or peeling. And these, as I say, were the first thing I introduced after my skincare shutdown, because they feel soothing and gentle on the skin. The products that I trust the most have been in my repertoire for a little while, and that first one that I like is the Trini London, and this is called Bounce Back. This is Trini's dedicated moisturiser, and one of the first products that she introduced to her skincare repertoire. As you can see, it's lightweight, it leaves the skin springy and firmer without irritation, and one of the great things about it is it doesn't peel under any makeup. It's what I call my super confidence booster for sensitive skin, because it supports repair without pushing too hard. My second peptide product that I use is Numbuzzin. Let me show you. Numbuzzin number 9 NAD Essence. Now this one is fascinating because it contains over 50 different peptides plus growth factors, and while that sounds high-tech, what I really notice is how it makes my skin feel. It's plump, it's calm, and it's bouncier after use. And the wonderful thing about this essence is you can use this on its own as an essence, as a serum, and as a moisturizer. And the peptides are the real draw here. They quietly encourage the skin to behave in a more youthful way. I kid you not, after I put this on my skin, my daughter nearly always says, "My gosh mum, your skin looks good today." So for me, Peptides were the first step back into active ingredients because they don't shout at your skin, they whisper, and they do it consistently. Now, I know hyaluronic acid is the darling of skincare, and it does work. It plumps those fine lines and it gives the fresh, hydrated look, but not all formulations work for everyone. I started with Trini's, yes I know, Trini again, Plump Up, and it's a very lightweight, and I would say quite an elegant formula. This I will wear in the morning. It provides almost like a pillow for my skin. It is so hydrating. So although I love the Trini Plump Up, it is quite a costly option. I will put the costs up there because they're changing all the time, and it does have a refill option. However, very recently I moved on to the ordinary hyaluronic and B5. If you look at that, doesn't that just look, if you want plump, if you want hydrated looking skin, then this is the answer. And I also layered it with the Ordinary's Matrixyl. Now this does work, but I do have to be a bit careful. So here's what I learned. If I layer hyaluronic acid with vitamin C, my skin stings every single time. If I layer hyaluronic acid with retinol, it seems to burn. So I have found that although hyaluronic acid with vitamin C and with retinol are marriages made in heaven, they are, for me, a nightmare marriage, and I have learnt what I can layer with what. So now I use it on a slightly damp skin. Now with a damp skin, use the essence and I give it plenty of breathing space. Now what that means is I don't rush to put on the moisturizer or the SPF. I let it sit there for 20 minutes. Vitamin C was the last to return. Now, I actually never thought I would be able to wear vitamin C ever again. My skin would eventually react and the skin barrier would be damaged. And it was nearly 3 years until I had the courage to try something with a derivative. And I began with the Numbuzin number 5 glutathione and vitamin C serum. Oh my word, I was not expecting it to be this hydrating. I have been used to vitamin C being quite a sharp sort of feel on the skin. Yes, it brightens, yes, it hydrates, but it didn't ever look like this. So January of this year, when I started with this vitamin C, I thought this was what would work for me. Something that is soothing, something that is lightweight and zero irritation. So although I loved the Numbuzin number 5 glutathione, I thought I'm going to see if I can up the derivative a little bit. So I tried the Ordinary multi-antioxidant radiant serum. Now this again has a vitamin C derivative within it, and it is quite a low percentage. I will add all of the ingredients on the screen above, but as you can see, this offers wonderful hydration. This is not what I expected in a vitamin C. So now I have the Ordinary and I have the Numbuzin number 5. And this has given me the courage to now move up to the Medicate C Tetra. I always liked the C Tetra serum. I have been trying this for 3 weeks and my skin is responding beautifully. So if you want to up your vitamin C just that little bit more, then I would look at the Medicate C Tetra. I am loving it. So this would move up to be my number 1 vitamin C product, but it does have a slight smell to it. And for many of you that have sensitive skin, as lovely as that scent is, this may be something that you react against. So just to bear that in mind, although the Medicate C Tetra is beautifully mild and oil-based, it does have a slight smell to it. But again, these versions of vitamin C I can now use. Vitamin C, for many of us, is an ingredient that we are unable to use because although it brightens our skin, it is a live ingredient, and that means that it can be a bit acidic. So what I was looking for are the ones that say they are gentle and perfect for people like us. They have genuinely helped with brightness in skin tone. I can really see the difference. So now you might be wondering, well, what about retinol, Cordelia, or NADs, or growth factors? Retinoids get an honourable mention. I've filmed 2 videos about them already, and without a doubt they are the biggest needle mover on your skin to make it look younger and longer than just about anything out there. And yes, it is powerful, but this video is about what you can use when your skin is fragile. As for NADs and PDRNs and growth factors, yes, they are exciting, and they're becoming more available to us. So not so long ago, NADs and growth factors were prohibitively expensive, and it would not be unusual to pay £700 or £800 for a 30ml bottle. They are becoming more available to us all. In most parts, thanks to the Korean, they have introduced these as a very affordable product, including the PDRNs, but I'm going to cover those in a separate video because they're on a whole different tier of skincare and not always necessary for sensitive skin. But do let me know in the comments if you would like me to address these other alternative ingredients in another film. My final thoughts. If you've had a reaction or you're just not sure where to begin again, then these 3 ingredients may be exactly what your skin needs. I would suggest, like me, that you go slow, go gentle, and listen to your skin. So if you've missed it, go back and watch Dirty Little Secrets That Move the Youth Needle. That video is all about the devices and topicals that changed everything. But here today, the 3 ingredients: the peptides, the hyaluronic acid, and finally the vitamin C. These are going to help rebuild your skin from the ground up. So I hope that has been useful to you. And if you liked it, press the thumbs up. And while you're at it, ding that bell, because when you ding the bell, it alerts you to content that we're uploading like this every single week. And subscribe, because when you subscribe, it lets the algorithm know we're doing something right. But in the meantime, I just want to say, if you've made it this far, then thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day, your morning, your evening, your weekend, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you soon. Thank you.